Alright, Labor Trader, what did it say? We're almost changing to demons. I'm afraid of what might have happened if you had come later. Well, I would have killed you. Obviously, because that's what I do. I kill demons. Hello YouTube, Jared here. Welcome back to Games Done Slow and Bad, where we play games slowly and often badly. Without further delay, let's jump back into Neil is the Worst Inventor Simulator 2018. We are playing Illusions of Gaia today, and in Mew, there's all of these, all these evil creatures that are actually visible to us that we can't do much about. A sign of life from the right-hand room. So this is Kara. Will, where is it? Red Jewel. Okay, so, Red Jewel update. In the Seaside Palace, I should get to 22. I'm currently at 20 with the one I just picked up. Yeah. So that will actually, when I eventually do find another gem, the jeweler, get me something pretty cool. This is the Palace of Vampires. Great! The fountain is the palace. The fountain in the palace produces demons continuously. Awesome. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Demons I can't kill. Fantastic. Sign me up, man. Yep. Go over here. Yep. Here's Eric. What is this place? Dark and lonely. Mother save me. God, Eric. Could you be more uncool? Alright, 21? 21! In the basement of this castle is a strange fountain. The stone is there. Hurry, hurry. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm looking for a red jewel right now, so you're gonna have to wait. Wah! You scared me. I practically had a heart attack. I saw Eric in the other room, but something strange. His body is half transparent. I can see through it. He seems to be unconscious, as if his spirit is lost. Let's stick together. We don't know what will happen. It's as if his spirit is lost. It's as if he took a job in corporate America. Alright, so we are going to look for this last gem. The Purification Stone in the castle. We just need that red gem, and then we can truck on... Oh god! Oh god, an actual enemy! Oh, it's terrible! I can't seem to open the lid. Wait a minute. Isn't there a hole in that coffin? I could get in that. Yeah, let me go in that coffin. I spend a lot of time in coffins. It's great. Yep. Alright, Purification Stone attained. Because our partner jumped into a whole bunch of open freaking coffins, or closed coffins, which presumably, almost certainly, have bodies somewhere in that darkness. Alright, these are the most annoying enemies in the game. They slow fall from the freaking ceiling, and they're just there to pretty much piss you off. They're not actually going to hurt you in any real material way. I think this is it. Perfect. Red jewels attained. I think we can find Lance. Let's see if we can find Lance before we truck through this. Lance? Perfect! Lance and Neil. That seems about right. That also seems about right. So the blue ones actually require 2 hits. The little gumdrops do not. They're just there to annoy you and make you sad. What? It's a strange fountain. Hey, guess what? Unnecessary cutscene, go! Yes, I shall throw the orange into the fountain, and that shall make it not as dirty. So the rest of this game truly interests me because I feel like, you know, the stories, it's not tremendously compelling, but it's interesting. Now there's people. Saved, thank you. I was brought from Phrygia and changed to a demon. All the demons we saw were human beings? Yeah, so think about that for a second. All of the demons that we're killing, and we're certainly killing them because they literally explode, they're people. We're killing a lot of people. I mean, there's some bad people, right? Because this is a slave trader. We were labor traders, arrested for the crime of buying and selling human beings. But the party official sold us to a vampire. I can't believe it. Yeah, sort of some irony there. Yeah, so there's some bad people mixed in. But we are killing a lot of people. A lot of people. And I mean, there's probably reason to feel sort of not great about the state of things after you find that out. The man sleeping in this coffin is surely a vampire. Which one? Because I opened 2 of them and this one was open. Also, you're saying plotting, but you're a labor trader. You're not a great person. You don't win, like, the Valor-Filled Hero Award. Oh. Little tidbits. Land of Mu. Mew. Must be Mew. Vampires are looking for something there. Yep. I have a feeling I know what they're looking for. Alright, labor trader, what did it say? We're almost changing to demons. I'm afraid of what might have happened if you had come later. Well, I would have killed you. Obviously, because that's what I do. I kill demons. Yeah, like really when you sit up and think about that, it's somewhat uncomfortable. Mystic statue. You know, in case like you as the player didn't know what you were doing up until this point. Hey, there's a mystic statue here. I stole a key from the vampire woman. Here, take it. Yeah, so if you think about it, he was a demon, and he stole the key from the vampire woman, which means not only are you killing people, but clearly you're killing people with free will, which is really unnerving. A lot of really unnerving little bits. There's a stretch here, where it is like, ooh. Top floor leads to Mew. Let's head back that way. Okay. Think we've pretty much touched on everything. We're going to throw a quick save down because I have not saved in a while. So yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of moral conundrums I've found in video games over time. Why don't you comment below with one that you've seen where you've like really sat back and had to make some difficult decisions. I find that RimWorld, I don't feel as connected. The Phantom Land of Mew. I don't feel as connected to like the characters. So like when I have to make like a difficult decision, it feels like I'm moving a chess piece. It doesn't feel like I'm impacting humans. So there is one treasure chest that contains a red gem. We just need to get it before we beat the boss, and we'll be good to go. So, we know that all of these things that we're killing here, officially, as part of lore, are formerly humans, including this rock thing. So this rock thing is sort of a new enemy. We've seen the little jellies. These rock things throw rocks at you from their bodies, and they have quite a few iframes when you hit them. So it's not quite as simple as just chain wailing on them. So iframe, 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 iframe. iframe. So when they get red and angry like that, they throw rocks in all directions. Interesting little tidbit. So if you are just sort of tuning in to see some boss battles, that will not be this episode, unfortunately. This level is exceptionally long. There we go. And we are simply going to be grinding through it in this episode. If you're looking at this as a tutorial, welcome, and I think this is going to serve you well. If you're looking at this as sort of a brief overview, oh, new enemy. These wraiths throw electric balls at you. Let me get one to come at me. And they home in on you. If you're looking at this as a tutorial, you should enjoy this. This should be great. If you just want to see some boss battles, probably the next episode. Which, hey, listen, if that's what you're here for, it's empty. These play a role later. If you're just in it for boss battles, hey, be my guest, man. Come back next episode. You should see some boss battle. And if it's not next episode, I will clearly spell that out in the opening sequence. So yeah, thinking through other sort of morally ambiguous things that you've had to do in video games. I mean, Grand Theft Auto is a great example, but it almost feels like you're doing it to do things that are... you play Grand Theft Auto basically expecting to do things that are really freaking terrible. I mean, pretty much everything you did in the most recent one as Trevor in Grand Theft Auto was just really messed up. Like, really, like, teeth-gnashingly messed up. But it almost feels like that's par for the course. I'm trying to think of some RPGs and other games where it's been kind of messed up. None of them really come to mind. Oh, there's my first death. That will happen a lot, because as I'm playing in this level and not paying attention to what the frig I'm doing, I am just taking oodles of damage, and these rock guys can KO you pretty quick. They do quite a few hits of damage per. Yeah, let's see. Morally ambiguous things I've had to do. I mean, Skyrim, it always felt like there was some of that. Fallout, it feels like you sometimes have to make some really difficult decisions. Yeah, I think that's, I mean, really it that I can think of. Definitely comment if you can think of some common ones below. Is it Far Cry? I think had something like that. What else? I mean, shooting games, yeah, it feels like along the same Grand Theft Auto logic. When you buy certain games, you're expecting to make some difficult decisions. Anytime you're sort of committing crimes, Hitman, there's a good one. Although in Hitman, at least the things you're killing are generally not good people. That's a game that I could totally see a fun run of. Multiple fun runs, probably. That's a game that, when I am in the mood to play it, I could play for 30 hours, like, in a week. No problem. Because, like, when you come up with all the fun and interesting ways to take someone out in that game, you're left with just a list. A, like, best of list of ways to take people out. I mean, from dropping things on people to make it look an accident, to just going in and being stupid and just literally hitting the fire button and not letting go. There's some fun stuff you can do. Oh, okay, I blocked that. So that's the other thing. At the time of this recording, I have this underway as well as a Super Mario RPG, as well as RimWorld. I am going to, at some point, burn this game out. Super Mario RPG, again, I'll burn out relatively quickly. So then it leaves me in a position where I'm going to be looking for additional things to play. Oh, look at that. Why would it give me these? I don't know, because it wants me to, like, I don't know, pick something up off the ground. This game does not tell you to do this, just by the way. Was there a room with the same name? Question mark? The game doesn't tell you to do this. It doesn't give you a hint. You need to figure that out, or you are just going to walk around here for an hour. And the first time I played this game, I did. I've been thinking. It appears with this, So yeah, I mean, that's sort of a thinly veiled thing of like, hey, the treasure chests appear to be where the eyes overlap. What do you think of that? If you're not that clever like I was as a child, you know, you're like, but hit things with flute. And you just kept hitting things with the flute. Alright, Room of Hope. Statue of Hope. Cutscene of Hope. So, as we get through this game, as we get through the other games, I would tremendously appreciate if you guys have any ideas of what could be fun to play next, especially if it's something obscure. I am a big indie fan, so if you have something that's real indie, I will gladly play it. I mean, someday I would obviously love to get to a point where I can get early access keys from devs to look at some games, perhaps in advance of them coming out. These are dreams that hopefully will one day come to be. Alright, kill these people, because we've established they're people. Not much to be had here. Yeah, these are dreams that I have for this channel. Again, I'm not looking to get rich, but it'd be nice to be as helpful to the general gaming public as some of the other Let's Players have been to me in terms of developing out what games I want to play. Some ideas that I've had kicking about and around is I've always enjoyed playing Terraria. Salt is a fun one. These are games that are, you know, on Steam. Anybody can get them. They're not too obscure. For cartridges, I am considering playing some Game Boy games. It is well within my ability and power to record some Game Boy footage. So I have been playing with that idea in my head. So if you think that's the worst idea ever, definitely comment below. I thought about doing some Sonic, because I thought that also could be pretty fun. Gotta go fast. And talking about classic Sonic, like, gotta go fast games. Not new Sonic with the piss poor 3D look and controls. One more. There we go. Got him. Yeah, one in particular comes to mind, Sonic Spinball. For those of you who are not familiar with the game, it is Sonic combined with pinball. It was a game that I played quite a bit as a child, and I enjoyed tremendously. Not like on the level of this, obviously. Otherwise I would have started with that. But it was always a bunch of fun, because pinball machines are generally a lot of fun, and Sonic is generally a lot of fun. So when you combine the two elements, it becomes sort of a additive property. Okay. So other than that, I could see some more common mainstream games getting played. You know, maybe some Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas is one of my faves. Some base building in Fallout 4 could be a lot of fun. It's way overdone though. I feel like everyone has sort of base building compilation, so I don't necessarily want to fall back on that as like the main choice. And you might be saying, Jared, What is that thing in the wall there? We shall find out shortly. Nope. Go, 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 go! Yes! Alright. Yeah, so definitely comment below and let me know about that. I don't want to be duplicative of anything else out there. Although, like I've said before, I do want to produce content that is in line with the content that I would like to see, and that is something I enjoy. And there's always a fresh take to be had. I'm gonna get hugged by these things a few times. I always get hugged by these things. Come on! The good news is there is a slight reprieve coming up, where my ineptitude will be glossed over. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, Psycho Slider can now be used. So this allows me to go under some narrow gaps in walls. Only Will can use it, and yep. Yep. Oh, look at all that health. Pass through narrow corridors. Be careful not to overlook the cracks in the cliff. Yep, so my ineptitude is rewarded, and I now have Psycho Slider. As you see there, I just did the slide. It is incredibly powerful because it makes me invincible until I get back up. So I'll use it to get underneath walls. I'll use it to take out enemies. I will use this skill a lot. So here we go. Here's a hole in the wall, right? What do we do with the hole in the wall? We go through it. So this is a good progression metric to just lock certain areas down. And they definitely use it in this, and then very minimal in the rest of the game. So I'll do a lot of slides here, and then not much else for the rest of the game. There we go. Oh, missed him. Oh, look at that. It's so good. So as you can see, I'm hugging this guy pretty heavily, and I am not dying. I will abuse this power for much of this part of the game until my next abusable power comes in. Oh god, hugger. Come on! Alright, run, come back. God, that's a sneaky long reach. So I am efforting to attempt, see? Statue. I am efforting to get through this level in a timely fashion. I struggle mightily with this level. There we go. I'm usually good for a few deaths and at least one / rage quit when it comes to this. And it's not even that hard. I just generally lose my shite when I'm doing this. as a personal thing, I'm also going to attempt to cuss less on the stream, because obviously there's always a chance that someone's young one is watching. And when it's a Super NES game, I kind of feel like that's the way to go. The Statue of Hope. Was there another room with the same name? Oh god, game. No! Alright, whatever, I don't care. There's a certain point in playing a game like this where, like, doesn't really matter. Let me just hug everything. So yeah, we're going to face off with the vampires. That will be the boss of this level. It is an exciting fight because the game thinks, how would a typical player like to fight this battle? Oh, they'd like to do that? Well, bleep them, they can't. And you'll see what that is in a little bit. Currently with Dark Friar, the most common strat that you're going to want to use is light them up from as far away as possible. Oh, missed that one. And it's going to take that away from you to some extent with how this level is going to operate. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get down. I don't remember how to get down, but there's got to be a down ramp around here somewhere. There we go. And what happened the last time we used one of these statues? The water level declined after a sweet cutscene. What will happen when we put this Statue of Hope onto the Altar of Hope in the Chapel of Hope on the Avenue of Hope? I'm actually kind of curious in the Japanese release if the room in the statue had the same name. The sun god Rama, the ocean holds power. I would be tremendously interested to see if they bludgeon you to death with this as much in the Japanese release. Or if they're like, no, you guys got this. Alright, there's my red jewel. Perfect. Is this the I think this is the actual entrance. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we gotta continue on back towards the second room. And then we should be able to get down and get over to this area. Which sounds circular because it is. Alright, so we are making some excellent progress. We have gotten through, we've gotten a new power. That new power is pretty sweet. And we have abused that power in fighting enemies. Which really, that's how you celebrate a power. Alright, this is pretty clear. Haha! Abuse that all day long. There we go. Alright. So, great progress today. This will be a shorter episode, but I think that's okay. Discover location of Rama, King of Mu. Yep. Go through that again in case someone wants to actually read it. It started, it became the rise from the sea. Sea water covers the land, blah, blah, blah. When the water is gone, you will discover the location of blah, blah, blah. Yep. So, long and short, we need to peel back all the water layers from this level, and that will lead us to the boss. This is where we're going to leave off for today. Next time, we will tackle the boss, and it will be great. So, thanks everyone for watching, and we obviously hope you liked this video. Comment below with any of the things we talked about today, or feedback. We love to hear feedback. Like us on Facebook, hit us up on Twitter, @games_done_slow. Again, I will read every bit of feedback you leave, and I will take everything under advisement. Nothing is off the table. You have a lot of choices when it comes to Let's Play entertainment throughout the internet. Thank you for taking the time to watch this with me today. Thank you. Have a good night.